yeah. All my life I've been hungry for the 10. Mind on mind, never stuck on daydreams. Keep it going in the streets, I really change. I wanna see, now they all believe, yeah. It's either my way or no way. I've been out here, put in work like all day. Never press pause, cause I'm on game, all in. Yeah, all in.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Mzansi. Remember, we are the people, we are the passion, and moreover, we are the Game Changers. Welcome to the Game Changers podcast. I'm your host, Mohabim Gereda, known as a prof, and I'm not alone, I'm with.
Hi, Game Changers. He's with his favorite co-host, Legato.
How's it? Good. Yeah, today we are here at the G in Sharpeville. It's a piece of phase 1, and we have a guest. And please follow us on our Facebook pages, follow us on our Instagram, follow us on our TikTok, follow us, subscribe on our YouTube channel, please. And on all of the guests that we are inviting, please tell us those we want them to return so that we can then make them the friends of the podcast. And yeah, man, we have our guests and he will introduce himself. My man.
Yeah, how are you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
No, man. Viewers, welcome to the Game Changers. Game Changers podcast.
Yeah.
No, man, I go by a lot of names, man.
You go, okay. Which one should I use? List them, all of them. And maybe perhaps let's start by doing this. You say maybe I'm more happy, so this name comes from when I was doing this or from this environment, and I am Lebohang, then this comes from.
Basically, tell us who you are.
Yes.
Who you are. Who are you? Woman.
Okay, taste of my biography. Okay, that's cool. No, my official name is Lebohang, and the name that my parents prefer, Tshitso, which means royalty. I'll say that don't Tshitso, you royalty.
Yeah,
Okay. Tshitso is royal. Tshitso means royal.
Yeah, Tshitso means royalty. I have a nation to rule.
so you can take it from that.
Oh yes,
Tshitso was from the royal family.
yes. And then they stripped him of his
Inheritance.
I was when it comes to those shows.
Oh yeah.
I just remember, I don't know why we watched those shows,
Yeah.
but I would never tell you what were they about.
Oh.
Honestly, but we used to get scared.
The actual gist of the show and what it was about, I would never stay as I would never tell you what it's about.
But when you speak the truth, because most of us, when we grew up, it was not about meaning, it was all about entertainment.
Yes, exactly.
It's only now when we watch things, it's all about entertainment.
And you must remember, the televisions was very limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was only few households.
Yeah. So, Tshitso, you may
So
continue.
Tshitso is a royalty name.
That means,
I think there's power in it.
Yeah.
there's power in me.
Yes.
Oh, in him, sorry.
Yes.
Are you gonna laugh like you're gonna go just okay, then I have another name, Njene. So now this name, how it came about, I have this old timer. He's passed on. May his soul rest in peace. His name Kintak. So I couldn't pronounce it. I would just say Mde. So now everybody just took it and gave it to me as a name.
Oh, yeah.
Well, understand?
Yeah.
And then I have another name, Tebo. Now this name, how it came about, my grandmom. Not my grandma, my great-grandmom wanted to name me because I'm a blessing into this world. I'm a blessing.
Thinking if your name is Lebohang and Tebo.
I'm a, yeah. So
Tshitso.
yeah, there's a trail there. There's a trail there. So she wanted to name me, but she couldn't because she was not permitted to give me a name. but still she did. Yes, my
Your
great
great-grandmother, this is now on your other
my mother's side.
Oh,
Yes,
why is she not permitted?
because my grandmom and my granddad on my father's side,
Oh,
they were very adamant that they're the ones who's gonna give me a
family.
yes, Lebohang. The
You are
name Lebohang.
layers,
The name Lebohang came from them.
understanding so.
Yeah, so the name Lebohang actually came from them. Baba.
Yeah.
So even my parents said they had to opt ka hore ba mpitse ka Tshitso ka thung. That's how it started because one of the
Okay.
Yes.
Right, so you have the war from your paternal side, right?
yes.
And then you've got Lebohang from your maternal.
Yes.
And then you've got Tshitso at your now your parents.
My parents I could Tshitso. Baba. Yeah, and then
Those are your names.
those are my names.
Right.
Magadlayi on the only one that shayang on the docket. The docket
Documents. And your ID document.
No, on my ID, Kilowatt.
Yeah.
Then again, I have nicknames from playing football, and I have nicknames from other things.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So how was life growing up? Like, Omanamka in terms of your siblings? Why are you coming in?
Oh, that's a very, no.
I'm thinking so many dynamics where after secondary school, my mom.
Oh, yeah.
There's dynamics,
Like people when they say like, "Mananika," like you never know how to answer that.
Ish. No, you have time.
Okay, tell us about
Yeah.
your background, where you come from, because I'm interested in this because it's only your great grandmother wanted to name you, your paternals wanted to name you, maternals wanted to name you. You seem to come from a loving family. They loved you, they wanted you. Even the names that they gave you, they were grateful to have you. Exactly, they were happy to have you. So that maybe like give us a little bit of background where you come from.
I apologize, Martha.
Listen, don't see it. It's okay. I think there's a story behind it.
Exactly.
I don't think those are their names,
Yeah.
but
No,
So this is the piece of the so.
there's a story behind everything. Just a
Yeah.
story.
But modern days mothers, please don't give your children those names.
yeah, man. Now you must give your kids nice names, man. Penelope.
But I was thinking getting about names.
Yeah.
That sometimes you need to give your child a nice name so that every time you call your child, you say this thing to them. But like if you don't want to how you bless him. You bless them all the time. That
Yeah.
you know how you have all the time. Also, bless yourself.
And even
all the time, all the movies. Like even if you don't do those things, that will happen every time.
Yeah.
But every time a movie, you know, it involves something in them. Or like, you know what, I'm not just or okay, more hard, you know, from there.
Yeah, give me
Every
heart.
time I movies, everybody like calls on your name. Once about I know it. I invoke like negativity.
yeah, I think from what you said, even when you reprimand a child, after maybe reprimanding him or her, how do I let off us when you're taking her to sit there down or him down? You are able to discuss the name as well. Boy. The reason why we called you this is because there's your purpose and this is what's supposed to be.
This is what we are seeing.
And you are going contrary to what you're supposed to be doing. So they tend to understand and own it, even by doing so.
Wabona, what you just did now, you just touched on a subject that I'm very sensitive to. Wabona, the upbringing of kids, I'm very sensitive to that because we're having this lost generation due to, I don't want to blame the kids themselves.
Yes, yeah, I understand. Yeah.
I think you could blame the parents to start.
Absolutely. And then now
I understand that. Yeah, we're going to blame whatever they do. It's not their fault. There's something that pushed them to that. I understand. It's no longer the fault of the fathers. If you can-
It's not just the
yeah, because like when we were coming up, most of the bad boys that we grew up with, they would say it's because his father is not around.
I'm getting a sense because you are working at the school.
Running sponsor.
No, I'm just saying. I haven't said which sector where.
Okay.
Okay. You want to expose yourself. I haven't said that. I'm just saying, at least you have a background of working within the environment that has a lot of children and you can understand the family dynamics. Because at some point, some of the dynamics, they are reporting them to you at first hand.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's why I'm bringing that up so that people don't get confused. Why are you saying, it's no longer about fathers only, but you see the dynamics of how all in the entire ecosystem you are contributing to the child's
well-being.
Yeah, that's well put. Okay, you're no longer exposing.
But yeah, before we diverge again, I want to ask you about your background to at least give us a bit of a sense of your upbringing,
My upbringing.
when you grew up.
Okay, I'm not gonna go too much into detail.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah. I had very loving parents, an elder brother that always looked out for me, but we fought. You will show love to me outside. You will never touch me, my brother.
So you are showing you tough love.
But when we are inside the house, hey,
Chaos.
like my elder brother loves music. Yeah. He'd rather listen to music instead of watching TV. So growing up, I want to watch cartoons, man. I don't have time for music.
And once they get to you,
He's 5 years older than me.
Okay.
We had this television, and you put the television.
You're seeing it still.
There still are.
What is the
Smart TVs? Oh, television TV. Wow. Oh, we had this television, and you could watch whatever you're watching, and then you could play music on it.
could watch.
You could watch TV and play music on that.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't like the pop on it. And then we say, no man, you watching, what are you listening to? You play music. Oh, we would fight.
Whether because you want to.
I want to listen to what they're saying, the pop on, and happily they were very educational out there. Yeah. So now I'm watching my TV. When he gets there, he's gonna switch the sound to Metro FM, YFM, whatever. So, but starting you will never touch me.
I think it was that overprotective brother.
Too much.
Everybody
knows that.
No one's gonna touch you, but inside the house, you got your conflict.
Our beef.
But I think it is happening even now. We are showing it maybe a soft yet. But I think I don't want to get to maybe we'll get there at the later stage. But you can see we fight amongst ourselves. We fight about the reparations, we fight about apartheid, we fight about so many things. But once you touch us on social media, we stand against.
Yes,
exactly.
It's like that. When going out, you stand together. But where that into your own spaces, there and it's quite a little. It doesn't mean that as South Africans or as doesn't have no like
Exactly.
It's like,
competing or whatever. It's just the dynamics of living
together.
Yeah, but it was fun. Yeah, but
it was a happy childhood.
Yeah, it was fun. It was nice. It was, and then I have a younger sister now.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, we also have our own daughters. But I love her. She knows. No, it's a lot.
Really?
Now I'm gonna give out my age. Let me see. She's now 20 and okay, the gap is there about 12, 13, 14.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your parents are patient.
Yeah.
Your parents are patient.
No, the thing is, okay, let me put it like this. My biological father,
No problem.
my biological father passed on in, I think I was in grade 10, 2003. Yeah. My biological father passed on in 2003. So, okay, they've been separated with my mom. Ning Khali,
Yeah.
and then my stepdad, who has been there through my upbringing.
Yeah.
And him, yeah, he's been there for the longest time.
Yeah. So he's your
That's why I'm nicknamed Miyara Kukas.
Oh, okay.
Because he was the first Miyara after the apartheid.
Oh.
So him and my mom conceived my sister. Okay, now let's go.
Yeah.
Hence the gap. You understand? Yes, that's why I'm in KP.
Okay.
I have 2 deaths, man. I'm blessed.
You're blessed.
Yes, I'm blessed.
So you're still talking about her. So your relationship is quite okay.
With my younger sister.
Yeah.
Hey, that one. That one is a time bomb, my brother. Last morning. Yeah, that one is a time bomb. Very intellectual, opinionated. That one, my brother.
Sounds like my little sister.
She tells you where to get off. Now. Yeah?
She's in Bogor.
She's a Mogotu. My sister.
Yeah.
I love her to bits.
Yeah.
That's my baby.
You wanted to say something?
What did I want to say, John? No, I don't want to say anything. Now, if what I am thinking here on a journey is, you said you got 2 days, and I'm thinking something like, okay, let's have 2 days. And what is your thought? What are your thoughts, especially with your exposure to our young ones?
Okay.
What are your thoughts about raising kids in blended families? So stepfather, stepmother vibes, biological father, biological mother vibes.
Okay. Let me start, Jane, to put it like this. In my experience, the way it happened, I call him my dad. Can I just take the step out?
Yeah.
Okay, my dad never treated us like we not his.
Oh, yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
He would go to all my concerts. He would come to my soccer games. He would come to my disciplinary hearings at school.
Support you. However you look so.
Ma'am, I think this time you're just overreacting here. No, but I think now the problem with stepping in as a parent, you find that if you don't have enough love for the mother or for the father, you're not gonna be able to give the child that type of love that's needed, that guidance that's needed,
Even when they are problematic, like disciplinary hearings.
and all that. And then with kids today, they are very protected by the government. They are giving too much power to retaliate. With us, I would even today, I would never talk to my dad like, hey, you're not my father or what. Disrespectful. Yo, I just told you just thing. Or that clear, like, I understand.
But how do you mean that I've been given the the power by the government to retaliate back, because I think maybe we are giving the human rights power. Like, doesn't cater for any. If he or she does harm, he's also subjected to being reprimanded by maybe being punished to go to service jail time, or maybe if he's or she's under the age, can do something like maybe go to the juveniles and stuff like that.
The problem is, let me put it this way. Kids of today, when you reprimand a kid today, your son or your daughter, your biological son or daughter, you're gonna be faced with a lot of things. Social workers will come that you are abusing. They're filled with a lot of negative things in their head. They are untouchable. They're eggs. They're not to be messed with.
So would you say then, because they are not, like hitting them or being physical with them, they've got, they can retaliate. Maybe they could be angry to the not speak to you for days, or they could get authorities involved.
Yes.
Right? But now, does that mean it's okay to hit up children or discipline them physically?
To discipline kids physically, I think it worked for me.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. Back in the days, it worked. But I'm not saying let's just remove the physical.
No, I think it's okay. We shouldn't shy away from telling our own truth.
Yeah.
Telling our own how we feel, because once we shy away from that, the problem becomes keep on escalating. And I hear what you are saying, and this goes back to the episode that we launched last time to say when we were talking about the rights and responsibilities. There's I was asking, do those kids or children understand that they do have responsibilities for certain things? Because they get away with murder because we are giving them that power to say, once we hit you, we chastise you, we reprimand you, you're gonna take us to the flag. And that is not the case. That is not always the case, because they don't understand also their responsibilities. It could be that when they go to open the door, to open the case against you, you can reopen again, you can retaliate against them, and maybe open a case of the things that they did to counter open the case. Because if he does something that is out of the ordinary, you need to call him into book, or to call her into book. And one thing again, it doesn't mean if people have rights and responsibilities that they have taken away how to govern your own home, your own house. Every house has its own set rules. The only thing that you're gonna get into trouble is if you extend that punishment into something that is against the law or the statutes.
That kind of abusive.
Exactly. It's not really exact. You see.
You know, okay. Well.
So as you speak over how you govern your own home should be solely be at your own discretion. Like whether you do what you do at your own house. My dad, he had a huge carrying a friend. Dear child,
oh yeah,
it had this slide through your like this is my home, and in my house we don't have democracy. You must respect my authority in my house.
Exactly.
And you say that to us, even if like, if you don't subscribe to what is happening in this house.
Exactly.
It was like that.
Exactly.
And that sort of bringing up influenced how I parent my kids. Then I'm like that, like, you know what, this is how you think, yeah. So if you don't like it,
like open.
Yeah, but parenting is very difficult.
It's difficult. Hannah, like
a template,
yeah.
I stay with my son. Just the two.
Yeah.
He's 15.
The last time I saw him, he was about 10. Yeah.
And then you're a small boy to him. You are a very small. You are like, yeah. Hey, man.
How they grow so
Oh, that boy is tall. So there's this trend with these kids lately.
Okay.
When we say you take their phone away, they threaten suicide, and most of them actually go through with it. Well, it's not only these kids must learn that this world is tough out there. After 12, let them go to matric. After matric, they will see.
You are touching on the point that you said you wanted to talk, but you are also sensitive about it. And this is what I was telling other people, and I think maybe I mentioned it in also other episode in the podcast, to say one of the problems that we get again is the other women who are not giving the fathers the access to the child, more especially the boy child. The reason why I'm saying that is because we are upbringing the CCs, the softies, the cheese boys. Why am I saying that? We are always saying these good things and you are fine, you are good, but even if you are doing if your child is underperforming, is doing bullshit, we can't tell him. So you need to tell the child you are doing bullshit, you are non-performing, so that because of what you know why are they soft? It is because we don't tell them, and when someone who's brutally honest outside the world tells him that, demotivated and feel like
You know, there's now you're going back to something I said earlier on. About we no longer the problem.
Yeah.
I like with my son. My son is only used to tough love. I understand that now whereby exactly, man. Also, and meaning like you be quiet for the same mistake over and over, and then when you lash out, well, maybe I'm my father. So now, the problem with our society now, and these kids they don't get much of most of kids, not all. They don't get that mother's love anymore.
Why do you say that?
Even yeah.
Why do you say that when kids are like mostly raised by their mothers?
No, they're not mostly raised there. They're mostly raised by ill and unhealthy grandparents. And then there's just a few that are raised by
yeah.
proud dads, time dads. Not a weekend dad that comes, takes pics and then posts no. So now, they you know when God trusted, I think I'm not going to religion. When God trusted women with the womb, and he knew that that's the best place to nurture, to upbring, to grow a child. Understand? Now, when mothers are concerned about trends on social media, they are concerned about going to clubs and drinking Astro and Verve. They neglect the next coming generation. And this country is going to suffer. Not only a province or a family. This country as a whole is going to suffer in the near future. Even the foreigners are infiltrating the country.
To us and to our sisters.
We're going to have a Nigerian president.
To our sisters.
Almost any Nigerian.
We almost had that. You get what I'm saying? But we ended up with the Spanish in South Africa. Can I say that?
You're entitled to.
Did I say that?
Speak your opinions, thanks. I your own opinion. So now you are saying you are not only battling the issue of upset fathers, we're also battling the issue of absent mothers
Yes.
who are present. They are there.
There's those who they are not even there.
They're living with their kids. They live with them in the same household, same house, same room. Sometimes they even sleep together with their kids. But
they're not
there.
They're not there. Yeah, they're not there. They're not.
Absolutely, man. And there's what I've experienced also when I was also working with you at the school level.
We work together.
We work together.
So
Hey, that's what you work.
this is what I saw, and then there would be parents meeting that are being assembled, or the principal assembled the parents meeting, and people who come the most are the grandparents, and some of them you can see they are struggling with that movement. They are too old to come to attend those meetings, but still they come. The only time I saw the real parent or mother or father of a specific child, it's when he's been chastised or reprimanded, or maybe he had a fight with such a child and maybe they beat him out.
Or then they
Only when they came to end, that's when they show up to the school premises. But with regards to the schoolwork, with regards to the grades of his or her child, with regards to the meetings and stuff like that, they do not show up.
Do you think that is the same? That is the same problem now. I can all of back days. Or you saying this is when you were working at the schools?
His experience.
Yeah, his experience. Yeah. So are you saying that this is something that is what recent?
Maybe between 15, 16, something like that.
So now you must imagine how
So
painful it is now.
what could, according to you, what could be considered? Could it be maybe parents are ignorant, maybe they are where they cannot take to their kids?
No, I think I agree with Lebohang to say they are focused on non-issue things. You know, they focused on trendy, they focused on setting the trends, they focus on, I don't want to blame alcohol, but they focus on clubbing and stuff like that. And the only time again when I see them being that concerned about their children, it's when we post on social media again to say, there's my bundle of joy. Then after bundle of joy, after that week, gone. You know, that is the last time they treat their child into something that is good with regards to their schoolwork or anything that's related to the school.
This is now, I couldn't know I'm assuming it's focusing on the mothers.
Even the fathers, but we can extend that.
I would like to actually separate.
Let's separate the two.
Yeah.
That's why Linda, when what I just said now, I actually took the mothers away from the parents and then concentrated on the mothers. Because to mold and build a child to a better person, mothers have the most important job.
We all have an important job.
No. Like, honestly speaking, let us not.
What's our white teacher I just wanted to go back to what I was saying, that we are now raising species of children, ne? Because I can me as a mother, when I have my kids, in there are soft with them. You get your level 5 levels, I'm like, oh baby, you tried, you try to do better next time. Okay. Now I'm dead. And the dad would be, where is the other, if maybe you got 70%, where's the 30%? Why are you not getting 30%? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, but now, if all the time you are getting, oh, you can do better the next time, oh, you can do better next time, or all the time you get him, where's the 30%? There is no balance there.
Let us compare two generations.
So what I'm saying is, we do have a role to play in raising.
Exactly. And before we get into that, another thing is that some of the women are opportunistic. You know,
In their nature, ne?
yes.
Most of
the fathers would want to be part of their children's life. Yeah. But there's an opportunity that they live with their mothers, obviously. So there is that sense of necessity for the guy to maintain the child. And maintenance to them or support to them is only monetary value only. It doesn't matter whether you support them. It doesn't matter whether you go to the parents' meeting, you attend, you buy the school uniform, the shoes and stuff, buy them clothes and stuff. But as long as you have been to take out the pain out of your pocket, that becomes a problem for them.
Actually, I'm going to step in here and say, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. If I'm raising a child and the child stays with me, and I'm the primary caregiver, right? I'm not struggling with feeding my child. I'm not struggling with attending to that school. I'm not struggling with taking care of them, maybe physically, nurturing them. I'm struggling financially. If I'm struggling financially with raising my child, and then you come and you want to attend their meetings, that you want to do the things that I'm not struggling with, and you are not even stepping up to that point where I'm struggling, you have no use for me. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that doesn't take away. I'm not saying that to take away from the support that is being offered.
Here's the thing.
But what I'm saying is, bear that in mind. Sometimes when I come to a baby daddy and I say, "Ngwana hana mali, kapa ngwana hana tjhelete, kapa ngwana hana eng," you have the privilege to say I can actually. Mothers don't. If I do not have the money, if I am the primary caregiver, and I say to you, I'm struggling with and you're saying I don't have money.
And here's the thing, hence I said there are women who are opportunistic, because the women that I'm talking about are the ones who are becoming who are making the children to be like held into some hostage.
Porn in a game.
Where if I don't bring that money, I can't see or I can't access the child, or I can be providing money, then you'll be okay with that, and you won't even bother, like you don't maybe answer the calls, even you don't give me, you don't give the other parent or the guy the chance to see the child and stuff. And once the guy sees doing that, that's when you start seeing her texting, calling, and stuff like that. So those are opportunistic. Why don't you allow? Not everything's all about the money. Some men, it's in every man.
Support actually is.
It's in every man's
about
nature to take care of his own.
Even a man's nature.
Exactly. Even the woman. If you don't ask me the money, eventually I am going to give you money. Yeah. And it goes. I will start with $50, go $200, and it goes like that. It doesn't. It's 1.2 from the first word. No.
Depending on your pockets,
Besides that, we need to see how you use that money. Yes. You can't just provide. It's like being an investor. You can't just invest it and the company is not growing, and you keep on investing, and you even expanding the money from 1.2 million to 5 million, but there's no change.
There's no profit.
So that is the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Mama, you are right. You are right. There are women who do that, and it's very unfortunate because they struggle, they suffer so much. But you're right. There are women who do that, and okay, let me edit there. There are women who behave like that, and game changers is not right.
Game changers,
right.
Things must change, like especially with co-parenting. If I could tell you my story, your jaws will drop.
You're here to listen.
Your jaws will drop.
We are sitting on couches. We comfortable.
No, I don't want to be labeled like a guy who's bitter, like
Well, guys are also
Shaming.
beta.
shaming the mother or whatever. No, but like my experience with my son. is- The reason why I told you guys, like with kids especially, this topic is very sensitive for me because of even what I'm doing at home. One understand. Hey,
Tell me about Carla.
I don't believe that.
No, but what
Kids will grow.
what I'm saying, Libs, is if we keep on hiding behind, I'm going to be labeled like this, and I always say when you're in this platform, you are representing your own constituency. She's representing her own constituency as well as I am.
And
So we need to enlighten or face out the things still when our people who think alike are going through and are suffering for, and they don't have that voice that can speak for them.
Because currently the narrative is when that they're having kids and then even their kids with their mothers.
Okay.
And the struggles are with the mothers.
Exactly.
And now you telling your own, I don't know if you've watched the previous episode. I talk about my experiences. Talking about your experience, you know what it does? Firstly, it gives people a voice. You know, sometimes when things are happening to you and you say you don't know what it is, you're like, Mama, what is happening? You know, and then somebody puts it into words for you, and you're like, they say I'm bitter. They say, because I'm angry at my baby daddy. Why am I angry at him so much? You know, and I come and I say, I'm angry at my baby daddy because I'm supporting my kid. You know, you are able to say it when, you know what? It's not because I want to play. It's because I have this kid that I need to raise, and he's not coming on board. You know,
Yeah.
so you give it a voice,
Exactly.
and then when you share your story again, people don't feel like they are alone.
Yeah.
I don't know, just people like think we all like, you go through stuff and you think you are alone. You're proven to be. If somebody says, you know what, I've been there, and if you can give pointers or tips on how to navigate the situations that's even.
And you know what it reminds me of? And shout out to Linda who wanted to see that Benny was talking his talking, no. Honorable Linda presenter Linda, and Linda, that's why he came and said, here's my argument to you, Larato, to say you can't as an alpha guy have a what is it? What is that?
Platonic
relationship
with the female.
Exactly.
We will get to that.
Yeah. So he was speaking for his own constituents, but he says,
Exactly. And you're right. You're actually right. So what was happening was Benny was saying something in the show, was sharing his experience, and I wasn't even agreeing with what was saying. I was
crashing things here. You are the crasher. You are the crasher. I'm just surprised I'm just surprised you didn't trust me. But I haven't said anything, but I'm coming.
because I am not a crasher. Because
I'm gonna offend you like 20 times before we leave the show.
You haven't even tried, not even once.
No, I haven't started.
I'm trying. I'm time. Because I'm sitting with his name. And you know what? Men have a vendetta against women. And you know what? I'm coming for them like every time.
okay.
So Betty was saying that males and females can't.
Yeah.
So
No, that's
Linda was like, oh yes, Lerato is being naive.
No,
Then they
that's
can't
wrong.
friendships.
You know, I have a bestie.
You have a best.
Female bestie.
Is it?
Yeah, I do have.
Why do you have
She's
that smirk on your face? Yeah, like why do you have that smirk?
No, I do have a female bestie. I do have.
Okay.
And people think that it can't happen. It does happen.
And then the guy said,
It's
so
dead.
you guys.
We friends. It's dead. I understand. But I wouldn't allow that in my relationship. I wouldn't. I would never.
Talk about double standards.
It's strange.
You would never allow what? You would never allow yourself to have a bestie
No, I would never allow my woman to have a bestie.
and be your bestie.
Yeah.
Why?
You can't trust these niggas out there.
Can you not be trusted?
I'm trusted. I'm very good.
You're saying niggas can't be trusted.
Yes, niggas can be trusted. I can be trusted.
How can you prove yourself?
No. I have a living proof right now. I have this friend of mine.
To me, know what is happening closed doors.
Close those up doors. Why are we gonna close doors?
Where are the doors?
Why are we gonna close doors? We opening doors when we closing them.
They are not there.
No, I do have a friend too. Chula Mkeva. That's my bestie. She's gorgeous. She's nice. We're friends. We've been friends for 6 years. And not even once did we even try and do anything stupid. That's why friendship has a nice word. So now,
I think it goes back to what you were saying, Kopi. Like you just
yes,
And then you suppress sometimes how you
sometimes
suppress you sometimes
for yourself.
No,
Speak for yourself.
no, let me give you a typical example. If I'm a guy, I'm into this type of chicks, and then when you are his woman, and you're the same type as the chick that I'm into, then there's a problem.
What's the problem?
There's something's fishy.
No. Oh,
I can't.
if somebody.
No, I can't find you attractive, and then yet I have a friend who looks almost like you, and I don't find her attractive. Science does not allow that.
Science says what? You must be attracted to every type of person that you find attracted. Like in your type. We have to be attracted to your type all the time.
You have your type.
Doesn't matter if what comes out of their mouth is nonsense. What, as long as your type.
No, listen. Let me tell you something, man. The connection that my bestie and I have, it's way different to the connection that I have with women and kids.
The connection.
Yes.
Is your bestie your type?
Have I ever dated someone who had physical? No, I have not.
I know.
It's your turn. It's your turn in terms of the physical appearance.
The way you're putting it, it's so much it's not different.
Because it's your bestie. I'm talking about, right? But now that's the one that's the one we get.
No, I mean, have I ever dated someone?
No, it's your bestie, your type.
Yeah?
It's your bestie, your type.
She's gorgeous. Not to her. I asserted to that kind.
This is what I'm saying. The connection that my bestie and I have is out of this world.
You connection alone.
Okay,
Are you
okay.
physical? Like, do you like HP? Or
People
do you
who look like God.
It's it.
I like how HP performs.
No. Do you like how HP looks?
Physically.
Appears. How it appears. Versus maybe Macintosh.
She's gorgeous.
Yes, she's gorgeous. Yes, she your type.
Do you like that? Explains me. Julius explains me.
It's amazing. Because I feel
I'm checking the game. I'm checking on myself.
She's my friend.
hey, she's gorgeous. Fine, she's gorgeous.
She's my friend.
Fine, she's a friend. But now she is.
Am I attracted to her?
No.
I thought you said
No. That's not what you say. You can put somebody else's face
on that
on
booty.
her face. What? You can replace her face. Would you go for somebody's face?
No, she has a very gorgeous face. She's good looking.
Okay. Never want to spend tea anywhere. It's a fun guys.
No, my position. God.
Gorgeous.
And she's my bestie. She's my friend. Like I confide in her a lot. You know, I should call her up. That's my friend. That's my friend.
I don't know, that's disgusting. So,
No. Whatever.
even now, I'm
Not Filipino.
starting to think that person, he doesn't want a male bestie boy in this moment. It's like it's the same reason why he and
No.
I really think so.
No.
I really think so. No offense to your bestie, but honestly, I really think
You think what?
you don't want your woman to have a bestie because of
Why? She's not a bestie.
you and your bestie.
No, she's with me. She's not a bestie. She's with me because I have a personality. So now, when you my woman with this personality, when you need
Other guys don't have personality.
Exactly.
Other guys don't have
it's not like
personality.
mine.
You're not like yours, but
They
you
have-
are probably her type.
They could be worse and they could be.
I'm not tired of a friend.
No. I mean, romantically, you could be her type.
Why do you bring?
No, I get it. We are not making this personal. Please don't take it personal. It's just general, your opinion. It's just general. Leah, you could be her type.
I could be.
You could be, and she could be attracted to your personality because you've got a great personality, like you say.
You know how she and I get along.
I do get, I get it. We don't want to make this personal.
Let's make it personal.
You know why
Why
some.
because we make it scientific the end. When you ask your question, we won't be able to answer.
I will
We
answer
won't want to
everything.
answer.
And hold it accountable.
How would you know? Would you date somebody like her? It's your type.
We're dating someone like her.
It's she your type.
Not hey, someone like hey.
She's saying is she
You
my
think
type?
you would photocopy your
If I would no, let me tell you
Would you
something.
take-
If I can take what do you mean? My personality,
not a person.
my physique. Would I date her?
Somebody like her.
I think I would. Okay.
Okay.
That should be.
Now, please.
I would understand.
But you would never date your friends.
I would never date my friend.
Never.
I have simple rules in my life. I will never date someone that I know who they belong to. Like if I know that,
You know,
even if you're not my friend, if I don't even talk to you, I don't know you. If I know that that's your friend.
how would you know?
No, if like
You say, how could him had me?
no, I know him, but he's not my friend. We do not speak. We're not updated. I know you're not close. Yeah. But I know that that lady there, I will never go after that chick. I will never.
You wouldn't
No,
know.
but
You're not friends.
but the
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know because you're not friends.
The exact question I was going to ask.
You
Okay.
wouldn't know.
Since I've never dated someone who gets drunk instantly.
Alright.
That's how I got like when I understand that because it's just imagine seeing when you're not I've never dated a lady that I know who dated that person. Or a lady who gets nobody in that person.
So, automatically, when you see a lady, whatever type she is, however she looks, how attractive, whatever, you know that person's feelings future.
You know, they're like, yes. If now we are a bit tipsy, and I look at you and I'm like, wow, she's gorgeous to me.
And you
But I
remember,
don't know, man.
Just
I'm
it.
curious.
Switch off.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Not-
Is it
not
switch
like-
off or is it
Suppress it. I suppress it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
And then
I suppress it.
that's the first rule. The other rules you were saying
I
like
gave you already 2 rules.
yeah, you don't date people who know their exes.
Yes, and then people who are know you. And then the rest,
Don't date your type.
What's that? What's the type?
Oh, you don't have a type.
But you mentioned, and I wanted to
About
ask
there is a type.
I wanted to ask that what is type, and after he mentioned the type, like that is not my type. I wanted to ask him more. What is type?
Not type. Okay.
What is type exactly? What does the term type mean?
Type to me.
According to it.
Fit. I must. I don't care whether you slim, you fit, you short, you tall. As long as I'm attracted to you, and then I'm gonna go for that, man. I've dated short, I've dated tall, I've dated slim, I've dated, and I've dated.
What is this? What is this?
And it's funny that we understand. We get it. We like really get it. Because sometimes you can't.
The only chick that's not my type is a very disrespectful and hoody chick.
So that is
disrespectful and you said?
Yeah.
We said disrespectful
Well,
and
that's actually
Akauda.
disrespectful and hoody.
Hoodie.
Yes.
Hoodie is that mean?
Hey, you know, you have to say someone to attack, come on.
Hoodie. What is the meaning of that? I don't know what it is.
in Kasiling.
And I just made that word up.
Yeah, it sounds made up.
I just made it up.
That sounds made up.
Yeah, I'm a creative.
What is like? You
No,
know,
someone
Tasha
who's-
Moody according to you.
Someone who's wretched and
What
out
is
there.
Richard? What's this?
When you just too
Lose.
no lose
Okay.
is just putting it mildly, man.
Okay.
Oh,
When you're too welcoming,
promiscuous.
promiscuous. I mean, promiscuous girl.
It happens in like the profile a lot. English. Okay.
Promiscuous.
Yeah.
But, you can be. What's about when you're a lady?
Easily accessible.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
when I'm the girl, we are.
Maybe that's why
Universal.
you are. We get it. We get it.
Yeah, man, you can't be too accessible.
Not
I
too
hate
accessible.
I hate women who are too accessible.
Accessible is what? I mean,
I can give you a typical example. Here we're going out.
we are going out.
Yeah, we out there, we getting a food.
Guys.
Wherever, it does not matter. And then by accessible, I mean you don't know these people, these guys, but you allow them to like have a full conversation with you in my presence. Number one, let me say we're at groove. The minute a guy comes to you when I leave, shame.
Oh, I know. A minute a
That's
guy
very-
comes to you.
Yes.
I mean, you don't control that.
You don't control that, but if you are accessible, that's enough. If you
Entertaining.
entertain that, I don't
So
know.
keep the conversation short.
Because I've heard people had, I've seen people fight, couples fight because a guy was like, "Why I'm going well?" And I'm like,
No, like it happens. There's no guy that would allow that.
I think maybe
"Allow what,
there's
guys?"
a there's
Because I
a
curious
No,
about.
problem. Let me say, I'm sitting here with you. He's sitting there with his friend. I'm here. Why else are you when I'm not?
Yeah, but and then when you leave,
Get some Maya,
and then he comes, his problem is
West Party, get
bad.
some glow or the la flat.
And then he comes,
He
his
comes.
problem is bad.
Yeah.
If you're not at
No,
One maraba. For the
What am I
why
doing?
entertain other than you?
Oh,
No, just
okay.
brush him off. No, man, come on.
yeah, I was going to say that.
Leave my space.
There's a limited
Put a
time,
radius.
like maybe at least
Put a
30
radius around
seconds.
it.
It's enough
Okay.
so that the guy can leave.
You're not gonna have full blown conversation, man. You
No,
like
sometimes the guys overreact because
we
sometimes.
overreact.
No, I mean sometimes.
Guys, you don't react, don't love him.
Okay. So sometimes I can tell you a situation where you just turn around and then you start fighting. Sometimes. Okay. But people who are easily accessible are.
Yeah, so
Not
that's
very easily accessible, but even for a girl, like guys who are easily accessible.
Imagine like if you tell them now, you should tell everyone like.
Ish.
it's understandable.
No, like you can't like you can't be accessible to everyone. Like it has to have some limitation.
Like you must check. Okay, I don't know if Segiba out of order. You check. That's one of my favorite artists in SA. Nesty C. Nesty C is not accessible at all.
Is it?
He can't perform in God.
He leaves.
But when you become the likes of Bona Baba Bamba, while performer, he's chasing after chicks.
I think
Do you see that a lot here in this place?
Yeah,
Well,
no, too much.
And I
Too
think
much.
too, how narcissism accessible is. If you went to a place like I saw him in most cases when he visit like most schools premises and stuff, he would allow people for a certain period of time to shoot and do whatever it takes him. After that, after maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's it, we are done.
Yeah.
That would look for that and we leave.
That one in planning is just giving back.
Exactly. I'm saying you can do that, but
Yes.
you should have limitation.
Yeah, that's right.
Not all the time. You know.
Yo,
No, but is it not said about okay?
you can be a promoter, and then you would not even get a pick with him, even though you are the one who paid him. That's how. That's why he's relevant. That's why he's always. People are always interested in what's happening with him.
Yeah.
So
is
now.
that the thing with women also?
Yeah, exactly.
Quite a lot.
Why can I get this person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why
Yeah,
she's
that's
not?
quite a lot.
Well, understand, Luena is a guy. You have that thing, you know, man. I'm dating a queen. You treat her as such. I understand.
And it reminds me of something. Most of the times when you get into a new space where men are not known, you know, like I keep quiet and people would
As a guy or just generally?
Generally, even Lena.
I would keep quiet. Like people, maybe I'm going out with, or maybe I'm a company. Maybe they will chat and would network and stuff like that. I will be quiet.
How long
Why
does
is
it take you
that?
to break the shell?
No, like
Why is that?
yeah.
Why do you
That's my personality. I prefer being reserved.
You check
Oh.
out
Check the
the
atmosphere
vibe,
also.
see the
I check,
atmosphere.
and also it gives you the time to study almost.
Yeah, you check who's
You can't get a whole lapo entire, even if I can become a friend, but I can get the sense of what the type of the person, or what is your kind. So that when I approach you, when I talk to you, at least I know I can't get into your toes. You know? So that's what I do a lot. And most of the time, people when they start getting a little bit of an access, they will start saying, "Yo, I thought I'm talking about," you know, because we show that friendliness and at first, and also again, it gives you people that when they come, they come with
like that.
they come with the shivering. They don't just hey,
Yeah, you are like that.
They
Now
come
thinking
with
about
the
it, you've
shivering.
always been like that.
You know, so people who are just sometimes people like you.
I'm not like that. No.
You are not that one.
Right. Yeah.
No,
Oh, happy about
No, the thing is, like, let me tell you something. Most of the time, when I give music, lately, that's something that I've adapted lately. And I keep it under. I'll be quiet, but it doesn't take me long to know how to maneuver myself around conversations. So I understand. I would come and get there, then be like quiet, okay, but not that, and then just 2 seconds, and then evaluate and check their mindset or whatever. And then I'm gonna follow the trend and then just talk about, if they're talking about nonsense, I'm gonna talk about nonsense. And then if
You don't judge people when they're talking nonsense.
no, if you talk nonsense, I'm gonna talk nonsense.
yeah.
But if you talk in sense, I'm gonna be sensible.
That's your strength. That is just the reason why I keep quiet is because there's that person like
You judge people with your
no, I don't judge.
demeanor. You do.
Judgmental.
I want to
Well,
know.
no, like not like verbally, necessarily, but you do have that. Right?
No, you know, I want to argue, but that is not a space to argue. Not to argue for the sake of winning the argument, but to show them the other perspective of other people. You know, because sometimes I don't argue with.
Oh no, I get it.
I don't argue with how I feel. I argue with what the last conversation I had, similar conversation I had with other people, they came up with logic. They brought up this this perspective, and I said, there might be something.
And then you like, hey, then you like, two people like,
after that thing out there, you want to argue. Let's not argue. It's a very deep word. Let's say you want to debate something.
Yes.
Some people don't take it well. Some people don't want to be challenged. So now, if I read those things, oh, this one doesn't want to be challenged, I will not challenge that person. And then no, this one is not too intellectual. No, I just talk. This one we can have those private conversations. So, but it does not mean we're now one as a no, we still have small talk.
You know, no. Soccer inside. You can't speak politics or
anything. On a normal general conversation. Very critical.
If you speak out of text, no, I'm not gonna say.
Now, when I think about it, very deep.
I am, but I can understand. I can hear on the surface and try to speak about things that are light.
But now with people that you're comfortable with, it's not everyone.
You have to be comfortable first. Because I was when I used to work with them, I was the only person who talked. I tried to corrupt him.
Didn't work.
Man, I want to go back to school economic. So what's this? Don't make money. No, man, he's like that. He's very reserved.
I don't know how it happened, but I was always around him, but especially like grade 12.
Yeah.
I was always around him.
In the same class, grade 12.
Oh. Yeah. I don't even remember when last I saw a person that I was in grade 12.
Sure.
We were in the same. I was always around him. Most of the time I was around, but we were not talking. I don't know how it happened. I have no idea how it happened. I was always around him all the time. That's it. I was there. If I needed something, I could go to him. Like, no, we never talked. Never.
Maybe one of you had a romantic feelings for him.
One of me or him.
One of you guys.
I did like him. I did. He was a nice person. He was very kind. He was very generous. And he was very smart.
And very clean.
Very clean. Hey, Mama, very serious. You have. He was very serious. But I was always around him. I was always around him. But what we talked about, I know Tumelo what we talked about.
No, like obviously we had like the way our society is structured, we have statuses. So you think, okay, this one you have to be careful when you speak of, because they were part of those presidential, they were representing the SRCs and stuff.
That was the corrupt one.
And they were wearing those jackets, normal jackets and stuff. So you needed to be careful.
I was not corrupt. No. Not me.
No, like
I was yes, I was. Okay. But I was that member FCL effect, like how college didn't have upside thing. It was me.
I had to be very disciplined.
Me, disciplined. I was disciplined, maybe getting to
people can get into trouble and they say, no, not you, like you know you, then you decide like,
that's a discipline alone.
And I remember they organize, I don't know whether it's, I'm not sure whether it's LCL or it was the one that was before you. When you took people to OSIS, and now that was both OSIS.
We were not grade 10.
10, I think, yes.
That's senior.
Yeah, we remember OSIS neighborhood. Then they organized the
beauty pageant.
It was they organized Miss Tutolo, and then people went. I was coming from a gym there, so I went to at least get Labanya and refresh and go there. No, so see, how you want to battle. So police have invaded the now.
The police went there. It was a beer place and we were like
they were under age. So my parents are
that thing and
the teacher.
Now wait by feature in the story.
No, like you would never get into it.
I was not there. I never did think that would get into trouble with Unuka. I was not there. I didn't even go to the place. Another thing is now I was like, I don't know, I feel like I was misunderstood. Never think is too because I have a boyfriend and I had a boyfriend my whole high school life. I had a boyfriend all the time. But they'll think I have multiple boyfriends or I go to parties or I drink alcohol or I do all those things. I always said that. Because I remember on that day, I get a teacher who came to school and he was like, but whenever all the men come up, I was thinking, I was like, no, you didn't see me. I was not there. No ways when I wasn't there. So people get that impression of you.
So guys, this latest, I always say latest, but this thing has been happening. Okay, let me start by putting this question like this. Do you feel like in our country we are really xenophobic, or is it the misconception or misunderstanding from the outside world? Or maybe how
xenophobic?
other people.
Let's define xenophobic. What is xenophobic?
You have to go there.
No, I just want to make sure it's all on the same page.
Yeah, let me not explain my own understanding. Let me explain it maybe in the terms of Google so that we all agree, universal. Okay. Let us check.
Because sometimes I'm not exactly sure what xenophobic means, but I know what people imply.
Does it start with a Z?
It's not like X.
How do you spell it? Let's start there. How do you spell it?
X.
Does it start with a Z?
What is it with the Z? Americans.
I get a better. Did you get the definition?
Yeah, let me do this. Okay, it says dislike or prejudice against people from other countries. Okay.
Dislike.
Yeah, dislike or prejudice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are we xenophobic?
Yes.
Given the Miss Chidima.
No, Jenna, it started before that.
Let's not put it on one person.
Yeah.
Actually,
it started before that.
Things happen and then they unearth the real issue.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just my view.
Yeah.
We allow a lot of mischiefs. We allow a lot of misconduct.
So we mean
the country, South Africans.
Yeah.
We are the problem actually in this case. We allow a lot of things to happen, and most of these bad things are done. I'm also gonna sound xenophobic or prejudiced. You can't come to my house and think that whatever you do, we're gonna just lay low and let you get away with it. Understand? So this country has allowed a lot of things to happen, and when we try to remedy the situation, we come across as xenophobic. Now, let me just put it in this context. When our great fathers, great grandparents, our forefathers, when they went to exile to these neighboring countries in Africa, they were aliens. They were there seeking what do you want? Yes, they were there seeking refuge. They were restricted. They were put at a camp somewhere.
Concentration camps, yeah.
Yes. They were not allowed to sleep with their women.
Exactly.
They were not allowed to open tech shops. They were not even allowed to own properties.
Or to even mingle around the township or village.
No, they were there. So now, when we have to return the favor, we need to allow everything. I'm not xenophobic. If you come to my country and sell drugs, build an empire, destroying my kids, and then I tell you must go back to your country, I'm xenophobic. No.
Or at least come here legally.
Listen, there's nothing legal in this country. When you come here in this country, the law says you must be here whether on a visitation visa. And if you are coming here to work, You must have a skill that we cannot possess. It must be skills. We do not possess that skill in this country. Or you must be here to study.
Exactly.
Or you must be here seeking refuge. And then they must put these people in one place. They must stay there.
And only if your country is chaotic, there's a lot of
There's a war or something.
yeah.
Fakad. You remember history? Fakad. Fakad.
Yes, yes.
It's when history. War is when people fight amongst each other.
It was almost like a tribal fight.
Yes. Mazulu.
Yes.
Like Menka Janari. So now we're gonna be labeled like that because every time we voice out our discomfort against foreign nationals,
Yeah.
it's like we are fighting. No.
So the thing is now with xenophobia,
Yeah.
are we fighting foreign nationals generally, or we just fighting foreign nationals?
Illegal and causing chaos.
Yeah.
I think what is misunderstood, and here's the thing, and I think there's a lame argument that our fellow brothers and sisters are bringing up all the time. They would compare it to maybe people who are foreign, who are coming from the European or Chinese land and stuff like that. But when you check, those people are not living with us in our townships, in our village areas. They are not feeding us counterfeit goods. They are not feeding us goods that are expired. They are not selling the drugs to our immediate children. They are not stealing our own properties. You know,
Not taking our jobs.
I remember 2000, there was this thing between 2000 and 2004 where like there were a lot of tax or events that were stolen and taken to the Pakistan, to Mozambique, Zambia, and all that. The double catch. And we were, our people was one of the victims because we had the tab of the vet as well. So we suffered against those things. And it is people who are living with us that we have welcomed into our own spaces. Own space. And the argument is that, especially on the Nigerians, you know, we don't have a problem with the Nigerians, we don't have a problem with any African national foreign. I have so many friends who are foreign. I had someone like Felix guys of DLC were together at the university. You know, he laid me, and when his statement was about to be expired, he would ask me, because I was also a student, to say, how can I go about this? Because all my faces, they are so good, and I want to get this done. I would support that person because he came here, he wanted to put this by the beach. Exactly.
You know that this thing is actually a pandemic. COVID has nothing.
I think more than anything.
Yeah.
Like you said, the problem is us as a country. Because how is it that you can open your door to somebody that is not from your home? You open the door, then you allow them to wreak havoc in your house. And you just let them. You know, because when you can't do that in their countries, now that is my argument is that, you know, the things that they do in our country can't do their country.
You know, I think
They themselves can't do them in there.
They themselves can't do them in
I think we
their own
have
country.
very problematic people in our country.
Are you gonna name by name?
No, general.
I'm preaching naming somewhere.
No. I don't keep Oblianaji. Three kind of groups or categories that is a problem in our country. Number one, politicians.
Yeah.
Because they somehow indirectly or directly benefit from this illegal stuff. Number two, the middle class. Because they think for themselves. They don't think about what is happening to the poor.
It's the middle class.
I'll explain. Number three,
More husband.
no, number three, it's the celebrities.
Celebrities.
That's in our country too much.
Nah, we're not going on entity.
How the heck? Who's the middle class?
The middle class are people who can afford
What?
the living conditions of in our land. Like
I mean, they're professional. I don't know what would
their own their work, their occupation is professional.
No, I'm asking. But what level are they like teachers, policemen?
That's why the
Are they
profession,
like now
the professionals. Remember, we have three types of middle class. Well, I'm saying middle class, so that we have the middle.
People can afford
Yes, we have the lower people with that means. We have the lower middle class or the semi middle class, whereby one person who is a professional but maybe to let a partner or she's a single parent or he's a single parent or the one partner who stays out the retail and now is a professional and stuff like that. So that at any given time we can go back to the status of being poor. Then we have the middle class only in the middle, where at any given time he can be poor or he can be low on the middle class or he can go above. Then we have the elite middle class.
Okay.
Then after the middle class, then we have the elite, which is the smaller pool, or the business owners, especially those on the table. Yeah, those are the elites.
Oh, okay. I understand.
It's an elite middle class.
Is then marry is an elite.
Not middle class.
Not middle class.
Elite middle class.
No, not middle class.
Elite, straight, without middle.
Oh,
It's above, on top of the range.
Oh, okay, there's high middle. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so the problem is the middle
The
class.
problem is the middle class because the thing, number one, we don't care. Number one, most of their helpers or the workers who work within their domestic, they are foreign nationals and they can pay cheap labor.
Yeah.
Then number two, other small businesses,
Yeah.
they hire the cheap labor
Yeah.
workers, and they can't comply with the labor requirements. Number three, it could be that they have the deals with those people. Number four, some of the middle class is because they are coming from the celebrity type of vibes, whereby obviously you want the international gigs.
Right.
You want the international gigs. Sometimes we had a collaboration with Bella Boy. If he hears you watching about high, so we want to intervene and stuff like that.
Why did you have to use that guy for as an example?
Just because he's relevant to everyone. Yeah, exactly. So, but I think guys, we
And then
continue.
politicians, how they
I think no. They're the biggest problem.
You can check with the Chichi's situation today because
They're the biggest problem.
how is it that Home Affairs was involved, Home Affairs officials were involved in creating or stealing others and South African
But is that
identity?
done by politicians? Is it not done by
No,
the
the
servants, the public
Who influence the public servants?
The problem with politicians, and it's one. Because let me just talk about the people from who fought in the struggle for us to get this freedom that we have now. They feel obliged to return the favor. Now they
Especially the ANC.
yes,
No, especially the ANC.
they wanna no, it's not only the ANC.
Especially the ANC.
Yes.
So ANC is weird and they are taking the pack.
And then if you could check that there's a lot of stuff that took a high rocket since these borders were open. Human trafficking has increased. Have you ever been told by a foreign national that I can kill you now and then move to another province? So they don't experience that. They don't know what's happening down there. So they think, no, we are all one Africa. But in the pen parliament, they are struggling to even voice out their views. And then they want all of these South African politics. And we are even contributing more than all these African nations in that. They don't touch politics.
Yeah. No. So unfortunately, guys, we have to cut our conversation here. Our camera batteries are very low. And yeah, before we do so, what are your last remarks in regards to the entire conversations that we had? Anything that you can touch on?
So our conversations were this, and we would really love to have more perpetrated. The whole the part,
Yeah.
But more than anything, let us try to change our mindsets.
Yeah.
We are our environment. So if we are South Africans, Gautengers, or Ghanaians, or Shakirians, or whatever, you are your environment. And if your environment is plagued with negativity, then it is your responsibility to sprinkle positivity. So I'm appealing to game changers that wherever you go, spread positivity, be the change that you wish to see. Well,
Lebza, your last minute.
Oh, my last word to the game changer. Guys, feed your mind with information and read and conversate with other people. Don't always want like people. Black people mostly they wanna be the last note. Go to people who challenge your mindset and maybe try and grow as a person. Yeah, let's just change our country, man. Let's fight for South Africa.
Absolutely.
Amanda.
With that being said, game changers, I don't have much to say but to say thank you very much for watching this podcast or this episode. And yeah, man, let's feel ourselves with the change. Let's feel ourselves with the positiveness. Let's feel ourselves with the positive mindset. And yeah, keep on supporting our channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. As I'm saying, I'm your host. I'm Jonathan as the prof. I'm the sign of way and I'm starting to become a remarkable person. Thank you. All right.
I'm on some, only green. I'm on some,